Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS.
Refueling. Request rearming. Copy. Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Right, good evening folks. I'm just about to see if I can go and find those enemy infantry and get rid of them. Hold on. Just there. Enemy infantry who have encroached upon the field, and they will be attempting to cause mischief. Let's go get okay. Oh, hang on, I'll set my trims on auto. Right, if anyone that didn't catch it, there are some enemy infantry down southwest of the airfield, and they will cause mischief if they leave them there, so I'm going to see if I can go deal with them. Final check before I take off. Trains are set, flaps are up. Okay, that'll do. I know where they are, but I can't see them at the moment, of course. I think I've just seen them. Yeah. But there's more than one. Oh, there's more than one, but it seems I've got them in that one hit. So that's handy. They're out of the way. They're no longer showing on the map. Take another pass just in case they come into view again as I dive on them. In theory, I should just see bodies.
Stitch _945 _ Hi Bill.
Hi Stitch.
Stitch _945 _ What's happening? You sounded a bit upset there.
No, not puzzled, just concentrating. There's a couple of things I hadn't done. I hadn't set my prop pitch and stuff, because I was a bit keyed into the idea of hitting those infantry. I think they're all gone. Sometimes they seem to come back, you know, they can become visible or not visible depending on the situation. But I think although I thought there was about 4, there's none of them now. I'll do one more pass just in case. If they're there, they'll shoot at me. I've got them all. They must have been tightly bunched. Okay, so that's good. convoys there. I suppose I could have a go at that, but that could be dangerous, obviously. Let's have a go at it. A20's incoming as well. I'm going to go for the back end. I don't know which ones at the front are still alive. Well, I don't think I've got any, which is pretty poor. But I couldn't see the ones. I think those ones at the very back are still live. So I don't know who hit them. So I thought I was in here by myself. Maybe someone was in here earlier and they've since gone. That got a few. And I'll go for those very first ones now. They're only just visible. Well, I say the first ones, they'll be the first ones from my direction. The ones at the back of the convoy, of course.
Stitch _945 _. You guys use 124.000 megahertz for radio, right?
I'm on 124 at the moment. Only got two of that lot. Let's go for a slightly sideways approach. I'm down to small ball. So I'll RTB and get rearmed.
Stitch _945 _ I'm going to try if I'm smart enough to get my radio working without a tutorial.
Okay, good luck. Well, I hope so. Failing that, we should be able to help you.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy. Refueling complete.
Perhaps I'll go back to the convoy and have another little go at them.
Stitch underscore 945 underscore. Can you tell me how you got that radio window in the top left?
Certainly, sir. That is Control Shift Tab. In the meantime, I'll take off. I must adjust my trim
Unable to
first.
comply.
Hasn't finished reloading me yet, so he's complaining
Stitch
that I'm
underscore
moving.
945 underscore. Thanks.
You're welcome.
124, radio check from the Spitfire.
Yeah, copy Spit.
Copy, hey Bill.
Hi. I can't remember if he told me I've been reloaded. That's what I was talking to. I think that must have been Joe. Yeah, Joe. Right, I'll see if he lets me go. I'll check to see if I've been rearmed. Yeah, I've been rearmed, so that's good. Perhaps I'll pour my beer before I go too far.
Stitch underscore 945 underscore.
Request startup.
Can you say something over radio real quick?
Okay, this is the test transmission for Mr. Ericsson.
Stitch underscore 945 underscore. It's working nice.
Excellent. So all you got to do is set your mic and you push to talk, and you can respond with mic. Assume you got one.
Stitch underscore 945 underscore. Just can't tell you cause I don't have an mic right now.
Okay, well, yeah, alright, so that's a little bit of a later, but at least you can hear directly on radio in real time what's being said rather than
Stitch
having to
underscore
wait.
945 underscore. But in a few minutes probably.
A few minutes you might have a microphone. Well, that'll be good. Okay, I'm going to move centre runway and take off to have a go at the convoy. I must set my trim. I didn't do it.
Bill, I'm right behind you. I don't know if you want to do like a formation takeoff or something.
Oh, yeah, okay, I didn't see you there, Joe. Hold on, I'll move over a little bit to the right. I've got to set my trims, I forgot to set them. Right, I'm just going to set my trims.
Stitch underscore 945 underscore. Call me and Don Genius just gotta have to do some fine tuning.
Excellent, well done Stitch. Alright, I'm just going to take off with Joe now. Okay Joe, I'm ready to go, my brake is off. Stick back, throttle up.
Copy that, just give me 2 seconds to rearm.
Got rearm, okay, I'll hold. So find that mic, Stitch, and we'll be cooking. Actually, I can say that on radio message. This is a message just for Mr. Erickson, who doesn't have a mic at the moment. So I'm just saying, okay, Mr. E, get yourself a mic soon as you like, and you'll have full comms, full radio comms.
Alright, Bill, ready for takeoff.
Copy that. Okay, break off. Ready to go, throttling up.
Stitch _945 _ I left the server BC of the fine-tuning LUL.
Yeah, copy that, Stitch. I'm off to the convoy, Joe. I'm off to the convoy, Joe.
Roger that, I'm right near your plan post formation.
That's very cool. I think it's the units at the back of the convoy that remain. There's some in the back.
Yeah, usually the Abrams and stuff take out the front guys.
945 _ Can you tell me what the power in watts do?
You're in the 27, aren't you? So I can't answer much at all on that, I'm afraid, Stitch. It might be the equivalent of volume, I don't know. Your output volume, I don't know. Okay, incoming fire.
Stitch _945 _ They'll just leave it like it is.
Yeah, that should be safe.
Erukai. Warbirds are cool. Amazes me being able to take off so straight without seeing the runway.
Cool, hello. Nice, I don't recognise the name, so I'm guessing this is your first time on my stream, or at least your first time speaking on my stream. So yeah, welcome. And warbirds are exceptionally cool. And for me, this is the coolest of all, the Mark 9 split. Flying with Air Joe at the moment. We're hitting the convoy, but I've lost sight of Air Joe for a moment because I've been too busy talking. Okay, Air Joe's in front of me over there some. I'm going to make a turn and just have another strafe. Follow an Air Joe round. I can't see him at the moment.
Erukai. I'm a fan of the P-47 but don't have it in DCS.
P-47's nice, but I always prefer the Spit. So if you don't have the P-47 in Spit in DCS and you haven't got a Spit, I'll recommend get the Spit first. but I'm biased because I like the Spit.
Oh yeah, found out I did run, got like 3 that time.
You caught some of that, Joe. Sorry, say again.
I finally got a good run on that convoy. I was missing all my shots before.
Smiling.
Okay. Copy that. Hold on, I've got people talking on my stream as well, so I'm between conversations.
Has 1934.
Hello, has 1934. Hello. Is this your first time viewing my stream? Flying flying a Spitfire at the moment. A Mark 9 Spitfire. I'm trying to identify which targets are still live. Oh, well, that one there will be. So let's come out to that one. And then making the turn, it's easy to lose sight of it. There's another one. Oh yeah, there's at least one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth in the convoy, Joe. There's a live one there as well, right next to a dead one.
Copy that.
Stitch _945_. Usually the alive ones are in the back of the convoy.
Yeah, that's right. But on this occasion, there's a couple still at the front.
I'm only down to the 303s, but I'll try and take them out if you want to get them too, Bill.
Okay, going in now. Well, I only got 10% hit on him.
Yeah, I got a few more. He's at 30% now.
There's another one nearby as well. That sort of took my attention, so it took my attention off my aiming as well.
Okay.
Going in again. Lit that one up.
Yep, good hits.
And it looks like there's still another one, about 4 or 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought we got rid of that one.
Yeah, there's a few left. This is probably gonna go fast. My final run before I have to rearm.
Okay, I'm going in. Oh, that was a bad. I've got 48 damage, but it was a bad run.
Yeah, I'm out of ammo, so I'll just let permission with you a little bit.
Copy that. I'll probably do one run or so, and RTB for rearm. There are a few live ones left, but I can't easily determine which ones they are. Oh, they're smokers, I think. That's
few good hits there. I think he might still be up.
Say again, Joe.
I can't tell if he finished that guy or not.
I think it should have done. That last one I hit is smoking now, but I'm down to like 7.7s.
Okay. Yeah, you can still probably take him out. I think you should still have some rounds left.
Yeah, I'm going to give him another go. That got him. Okay, RTB.
Copy that, RTB.
Copy.
Good landing, Bill.
My one's a bit bouncy. What was yours like?
Mine was pretty smooth, to be honest. Probably should have gotten on the brakes a little bit earlier, but other than that, was pretty good.
Good. Okay, gonna get rearmed.
Roger, doing that as well.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete.
I have taken a bit of damage on my port wing, but I
Stitch
don't think it's anything critical.
945
Rearming
underscore.
complete.
Dude, the one time I
Yeah,
want
you'll
my
probably be
headset
okay.
is where I don't find my mic.
Stand by, I'm just talking to Stitch on my stream. Hold on. Right, so one of those times I want my
Copy
headset.
that.
It's where I don't find my mic. What do you mean you can't find your mic physically, or you can't find the setting to make a push to talk on your mic? Stitch is getting to a point where
Stitch
it almost
underscore
have
945
proper
underscore.
aircraft radio.
I
Stand by,
can't
hold on.
find my mic physically.
Yeah,
Can't
that'd be
find
nice.
it physically. Well, that is a pity. That is a pity. Yeah, you'll have to find it, and then you'll have better comms, definitely. Okay, I'm going to go back to Joe. Okay, Joe, are you good for takeoff? I'll move slightly away from the edge of the runway if you are.
Yeah, I'm good for takeoff, Bill.
Copy that. Just moving a bit to the my left.
Roger that.
Okay, the trims, yep, trims are set, brake is off, off we go. There's very little left of the convoy, Joe. Do you want to go for the stuff near the bridge?
Yeah, we can go for whatever.
Okay, well I'm going to go beyond the bridge, obviously, and make a turn and come in from the west. That's it.
Copy that. I will follow you.
Great stuff. Just pulled back to boost 8. I was at about 12.
Copy that. Boost 8.
Roger. Okay, chaps, tally here.
Yep, Tally Hill.
Okay, hopefully I didn't take them all, because I've got some left there for you to have a go at. Very often, sometimes when you don't expect to, you get all 4, and I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I got some of the infantry and everything maybe got wired.
Excellent, because the infantry get down there can be quite a nuisance. I'll go for the infantry this time, although I can never see them. I'll shoot in the area that I know they're at, and then leave you to finish off the BTRs, yeah?
Sounds good. Yeah, I got a few hits, but nothing critical.
Okay, I'm just gonna go across instead of coming in with the railway. I'm gonna go across the railway on the road.
Roger that. Running in.
I got something, but I took a couple of hits as well. I'm going to go across again rather than along. I'm going to go across the railway in the back. Oh, I've lost my sight.
Uh-oh.
They've hit my sight.
Copy that. I'll try and finish up the BTRs.
Copy that. I'll see if I can just monitor. Hey, you talk about the BTRs on the bridge. Oh, it looks like most of them are burning. At least 3 of them are burning, I think.
Roger that. Running in on infantry.
Yeah, watching.
I think they might be in the tree line or something. I took out the one that's on the other side of the bridge, so at least those guys aren't shooting at us.
Okay. I'll go in with that sight and just fire stuff off and see if I hit anything.
Yeah, I learned about a trick the other day. You try and just aim where there's like no relative movement, so that's where your bullets really go.
Yeah, I've just discovered that my guns aren't firing either. Oh, hang on. They've become safe.
Oh, yep, that would do it.
That's when I was trying to check the sight, because it's on the same pinky switch for me. There's a little switch I use. Forward is for the sight, and back is for the make the guns ready. And when I was checking for the sight, I must have accidentally made the guns safe.
Ah, okay.
I'll have another go. I'll take another little run. I still haven't got a sight, but I'll just sort of fire a bit randomly in the area where we think. I might zoom in.
Oh yeah, just in front of that train car, there's a few left.
Oh, I got one, more by luck than judgment.
Yeah, these guys are tough. I'm not sure, maybe some of them are glitched because I was shooting them in the Apache the other day and the 30 mil just would have killed them.
Copy. I've just noticed we've also got some infantry encroaching on the airfield. Enemy infantry.
Roger, I will engage with my remaining 7.7.
Copy that. I'll have a quick go whilst I'm still here with mine.
Copy.
No, I'm still getting shot at, so there's still guys down there. Oh, my engine's running erratic.
Yep, might want to get her down and repair.
I've got no prop pitch control. I've got no prop pitch control, but hoping I can land before I lose the engine completely.
Yep, just pull it. I think maybe if you pull the RPM all the way down, it'll be better than over revving it.
Making no difference. The prop pitch lever is making no difference.
Copy that, yeah, just turn it down.
So I definitely have to get repaired on this one.
Copy that, I might as well have quite a bit of wind damage.
Copy that. If you got wing damage, be aware you might have a blown tyre as well then.
Copy that, I think we're okay. Uh-oh, I flipped it. comms check?
Yeah, copy, Joe.
Yeah, I flipped it. I'm on a respawn.
Oh, I see where you are now. Yeah, you're just up to my port. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, respawn, yeah.
Actually, maybe if I get a repair, it'll just resurrect me. I could try that.
It might well do.
Oh no, it won't let me open the menu. Alright, I'll just respawn.
Copy. Right, for me to repair, I'm going to have to cut the engine.
Request repair.
Copy. Radio check channel A in the Spitfire.
Copy you, Joe.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete.
There's also another 5 enemy infantry southwest of the airfield. So those others are nearly dead. Probably be better to go for the ones that are now further southwest, because they're fully alive and they will want to give us some trouble.
Roger, that sounds like a good idea. Rearming complete.
When I take off, unusually, I'm going to brake to the left instead of, I normally brake to the right, so I'm still over the airfield rather than straying over enemy units, but I'm going to brake to the left so that I can then curl down and go south towards those infantry.
Roger, that sounds good. Just starting up now and then I'll head over to you.
Copy. So I have another 60 seconds before start of repair. Okay, but up on the ramps, being repaired.
Check.
Copy that, sort. Receive.
Yep, receiving.
Do you remember you said you felt that the sim shaker was like a bit out of phase with what was happening on in sound wise. Is it possible that it's being affected by latency?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure because there wasn't. No, because it was totally out of sync with. If you were looking at like the horizontals of the bumps on the taxiway, it was fitting in too. So I don't know. It wasn't regular enough, and I don't think there were. I think it was out of phase with what was on the ground, but I don't think it was a latency thing.
Okay, the only reason I asked is because I just got a sort of a buzz and a bump in my seat, but I had. It's what you'd expect to feel when it drops you back after repair, drops you off the ramps. But this was before I hit the ground. Quite noticeably before I hit the ground, I got this bump, as if I'd landed on the ground, but I hadn't yet.
Right.
Don't know if that might be but I don't know how I can cure that. If it is, I don't know how I can cure that.
In that respect.
Sorry, I think I spoke over you, Alex. I'll say again.
I probably need more time with it to get a proper feel for it in that respect.
Yeah, but it's just, I mean, this was really obvious. I felt this bump, and I was still off the ground. And then when I finally, my aircraft actually got onto the ground after repair, nothing happened. So it's as if that bump that I felt was to do with the aircraft hitting the ground, as if. Actually, the bump was happening before, so that's opposite to latency, isn't it? Yeah, the sound was happening before the visual.
So I'm ready to go. How are things with you?
Yeah, they're good. I've got repaired. I'm gonna just get started.
Copy that. Take your time.
Just moving a bit. Okay, good enough for Jazz, I think. Brake off. Trim is good. Flaps are up. Okay, stick back, away we go. So I'm going to curl to the left. Get a bit of a tightish turn, so I don't want to get too close to enemy units.
Roger that. I'll just follow you.
Okay, I'm going to make a turn on those infantry now. I can't see them. They might shoot at me, so that'll give you a guide as to where they are.
Copy that. I'm behind you. I'll just follow you in.
It was too far over to the left. Oh, I see them. They're off my 3 o'clock now.
Oh, yep, I got vision visual. Yep, they're shooting at you. Oh, wait.
Yep.
Looks like some ground units are engaged. I might help them out. Good hits, good hits.
Very good hits. They are cleared.
Copy that. What's our next target?
I was thinking about what about those guys that you hit earlier on, I think, which are only which are almost gone but not quite. Although I think because they're almost gone, they're probably safe from our point of view.
Yeah, I think they're all done by now.
Okay, shall we be crazy and go for the stuff north of the airfield, the ones where you got the trucks with a parallel line of infantry?
Sure, yeah, that'd be good.
124.
Copy. So that must have been Undead. Hello, Undead.
Hello, Bill. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Flying with Joe at the moment. Here, Joe. We're doubled up in Spitfires and we're just sort of hitting some ground stuff.
Lovely.
Except I've lost sight on it. Oh, I'm too far over.
Like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm doing a go round to level up on them.
Copy, you going for the infantry or the trucks?
I don't know. I would normally, if I was leading, I would go for the infantry to clear them so that the whoever's following me has got more chance to hit the trucks. So if you're first,
so you want to hit the infantry and I'll hit the trucks?
yeah, are you following me still?
Yep, I'm right up here at 4 o'clock right now.
Excellent. Okay, yeah, I'll go for the infantry, and then that should clear you for the trucks. Well, it won't clear it, so I won't get them all, but I'll have a go.
Yeah, better than nothing. Alright, I'm running in as well. Guns.
I think I only got about 3 infantry. Oh, that's a good run on the trucks there, Joe. Nice.
Oh yeah, got a pretty good amount there. I took a few hits from the infantry, but I think we're good.
Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There might be 7 of the trucks left, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got about 8 of them.
Alright, nice. I might want to take another run at the infantry before we head back to the trucks.
Copy that. I do feel as though I'm shooting in the dark with the infantry. You can't really see them. You have to get really low and then perhaps see their silhouette, but I mean, you've got to be really low for that.
Yeah, sometimes you can kind of cheat it, like if you put your wing over it and you can see like the markings through the wing.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
But it is also kind of unfair because maybe in real life you might be able to see some of the silhouettes better.
Oh, I found. I was homing in on something, but it was just the containers. Taking some hits to my wings, but don't think it's anything critical at the moment.
in on the trucks here from the north.
Copy that. Oh, found some up. I found some infantry, I think, and they hit me, but I don't think I hit them. Yep, sure enough, my engine revs have shot up. I'm RTB.
Copy that, making some more runs from the convoy.
Copy. Oh, engine's dying. I might not make it. Engine just quit gliding. I might be able to belly flop and get close enough for a repair. Okay, I've landed. Hopefully I can get repaired. I'll give it a try.
Copy, good luck.
Request repair.
Copy.
Yep, they're repairing me.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete. Rearming complete. Thanks for the resupply.
We would have got slightly more. I thought I'd do a seesaw, so I picked up a Dave. And I thought I'd pick up another Dave. And unfortunately I ran him over. So we kind of back to where we were when I did the logistics. So there you go.
You ran him over?
Well, I told him to get in and he didn't move. So I thought, okay, I'll get closer. He didn't move. I'll get closer. He didn't move. I'll get closer and I smacked him in the head.
Oh, dear.
It was his own fault.
It sounds as crazy as the time when I bailed out and I wasn't too far from the airfield, so I decided to walk back to the airfield and I walked along the road and I got run over by a truck.
Yeah, no prisoners, those civilians, so take no prisoners.
Yeah. I'm hoping that when they repair me, they will put my gear down because I've belly flopped. I think I'll put my gear down before they drop me. And they did. On that occasion, when they dropped me onto the grass, I did feel a bump in my seat. So that's different again from what I've experienced previously. Oh, Undead I think just shot over the top of me and my frame rate dropped to 5.
Phil, where are you at?
I'm off to your 7 o'clock on the grass. I think you'll see me on the map. Yeah, you should see me on the map. About to start up and get back onto the runway.
Alright, copy that. Oh, I got visual on you now. How'd you end up over there?
Yeah, I just went to start, but it didn't, and I don't feel as though I've done anything wrong. Everything is... Oh no, hang on, I got it, I think. Maybe not, hold on.
Copy that.
No, I might have the repair glitch, where once you've got repaired, things don't work right.
Oh, okay.
Just primed it again, and we'll see what happens. Ah, we're cooking, we're cooking.
Nice, nice.
Approaching runway. That is a bit bumpy. Okay, I'm just pulling onto the runway again now. So that was successful in as much as I might not have made that, but the belly flop was close enough to the runway. I'll tell you what, Joe, do you want to take point this time and I'll follow you around?
Before we get going?
Yeah, I'm good to go, I think. Yeah, I think I'm good to go when you are.
You rearmed and all good?
Say again.
You rearmed?
Yeah, I got a rearm. I think I got a rearm. Let me just check. Now you've said that, I'm not sure. Hold on.
Yep, take your time.
Yeah, I'm rearmed. Okay, so I'm good to go.
Copy that. I think this time maybe we'll head out to the east and maybe take out those BTRs. They're kind of out that way.
Yep, good call.
Yeah, but just gotta be careful we don't go too far out east because I think there is some AAA there, but we should be okay.
That's right, there beyond them there is some naughty stuff. Yeah, so we just got to try and not go too far beyond those units.
Yep, alright. Brakes off, increasing power.
Throttle up, yeah. Set to boost 8.
Copy, boost 8 set. Actually, I believe we gotta turn to the north, so I'm turning left to the north now.
Copy that, follow him.
Rolling out here. Alright, I have visual.
Copy, I'm behind you.
Alright, these guys are kind of hard to see, but I'm running in and just to do basic maneuvers, try not to get hit.
Copy, following you in.
Copy, I'm going to the left of them. Good hits on one.
Yep, which direction did you brake? Left or right?
I broke left, we're gonna re-attack from the south again.
Copy that. We've got a marker now anyway, because I couldn't see what I was shooting at to start with.
Yeah, it looks like a few went past. It looks like a few like drove off to the south past that road.
Yeah.
Yep, two guys to the south of the road. You should see a smoke hit, and then just to the east of that is some more BTRs.
Copy that. I can see the smoker that you just made. Well, he's a burner.
Yep, but that's just when you hit them a few times and they just hit the ammo or something and they just explode.
I can't see anything else down there, don't it? Yeah, good hit.
I think I was mistaking a shadow or something, but then I switched at the last second to the actual BTR. Ooh, I'm hit.
F-16 coming into land, runway 8.
Copy that, I'm dead.
A pop of smoke came out of my engine, now I got a weird vibration. I'm gonna see if I can hit some more though.
If you got a vibration, it could be they've hit your prop or they've hit your engine and put it out of balance.
Copy that. Ooh, looks like there's just one more left. Alright, running down the final guy. Actually, I think there's two more.
Okay, I'm not seeing them at the moment. Oh, I see where you're shooting. Right, you've got one, that's good hit.
Yep, there's one left in the corner. My prop is completely stopped, so I'm gonna see how close we can get to the base.
Okay, good luck. I can see the last one that's left.
Get him for me, Bill.
I'll try. My trouble is I make a turn, then I lose them.
Yeah, I'm landing on this road here. I'll see you after the war.
Okay. You'll be pleased to know that I got revenge for you.
Going belly in.
Good luck on that.
Oh, yep, perfect belly landing. I'm good.
Nice.
Alright, it looks like all targets are destroyed.
Yeah, I think we got them. Yeah.
Great, nice work. You can RTB. I'm gonna eject, and then maybe someone will pick me up later in the game.
Yeah. Yes, I'm RTB then, yeah.
Copy that. RTB off comms for a second while I respawn.
Copy.
Spitfire, radio check.
Gotcha, Joe. Copy.
You realise an Uber of 4.7 miles is going to have a surcharge.
You're saying I gotta get paid? I gotta pay to get rescued?
Probably a...
I would never say such a callous thing. All I say is it ain't cheap.
Just get him a cup of tea and a nappy, Joe.
Yeah, that should be enough to pay for the helicopter ride, right?
But you also have to pay for protection, you know. I might accidentally drop a bomb on said location, so you can pay me to keep my safety on.
This is what I like, capitalism.
My mother always said the West was the best.
Wait, who's talking? Is that Elon?
Damn right it's Elon.
Bill 9 coming in, short finals are from the west.
Roger that.
That was a good little salty Joe actually. We got them, we got rid of them all. You got most of them, I think.
Hey, you're a good help too. Oh, Bill, check your gear.
Copy, thank you. I thought I hit that button, but obviously I didn't. Well done, thank you.
Actually, I put that down now. That might have just not rendered on my screen.
Okay, you're making the go round.
It's feeling very warm around here.
That Viper just sounds on another level with the Echo 19.
Yeah.
Just beware, Bill, I'm on the south side of the runway.
Copy that, thank you. At the threshold.
Yep.
I think it might be prudent for me to leave the server and come back in. My frame rate has dropped and it's not really going back up again. I'm currently at 4. It could be undead flying over that caused that, or I don't know. Maybe Mr. Ericsson. I don't know what aircraft it was, but it was a jet.
Or, hear me out, your computer is inadequate.
I'm not going to say it isn't inadequate.
And you're blaming other people in the game, Bill. Come on now, come on.
Well, no, I'm not blaming them and the people in the game. What I'm saying is that when their aircraft is near mine, it affects my frame rate. That is fairly well established. Whichever way it blows, my frame rate is down to 7, but it starts at 80 odd. But it then gradually over the course of time drops, and it's now at 7, 8.
Yeah, I've been noticing some hitches in this game right there in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks that I've been hopping in here, where my game will I'll get these micro stutters where my game will just lock up for a couple seconds randomly, or a second here and there.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Well, hear me out. It could be that your machine is inadequate.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure that's the case, Paul.
Like it. Okay, I think I'm going to leave the server and come back in again, because that seems to be the way to at least get get some frame rate back. So Joe, feel good to take off without me. I'm going to respawn. Well, leave the server, come back in, respawn, and so take a little bit longer.
Alright, I'll take off, maybe hit a few targets, and I might go on the Huey or something.
Copy that. I'm losing comms. Be right back.
All I'm hearing is nobody here is paid for non-lagging DCS, and it's clearly showing.
Considering the cost of my computer, I don't think that's it. When I'm done in here, which this microstutters are starting to give me a headache, so it's probably going to be pretty soon. I'm gonna join into a different server and see if these microstutters carry me through. If I'm still getting microstutters, then it might be a DCS issue. If I'm still getting, or if I'm not getting microstutters, then I will let you know, Waxworks. That means there's some kind of memory leak within the mission itself.
Well, what I have noticed, I think, is that when people log in, it seems to have, so when people slot,
right now, just randomly,
it
like,
appears to have a momentary effect
up completely. Oh, 2 seconds.
maybe when they deslot as well.
Hang on, you guys are talking over each other. Try again.
It's happening. It just happened right now. Nothing. No action happened right now.
Yeah, but I don't know if someone deslotted when you said that.
I mean, did somebody deslot and slot 89 times since I've been on here for 12 minutes? I do not think so.
I've been changing aircraft every second. Yeah, it's me.
No, it's either something with DCS or there's a memory leak within the mission somewhere.
I appreciate that we are
on another server for a little bit and do a little bit of testing.
not necessarily as consistently as you're saying, under Borg.
Say again.
We do see performance drops over time. Whether or not there is something linked to either the underlying DCS, I mean, God knows there are enough issues to the underlying DCS, is not impossible, but you'll be damned hard to get DCS or get Dynamics to admit it before they've found a fix for it.
These microstutters, if you were getting what I was getting, you wouldn't be able to fly a helicopter.
Oh, microstutters, well that's a different thing. Microstutters could actually be driver related.
Last week, before that,
And
3 months before
I
that.
haven't updated my drivers in a while.
We were talking over each other then.
I don't know. I'll do a clean install of some certain things. Oh, soon.
It's not impossible that there could be a driver thing, because I have had microstutters and I've heard of other people having microstutters. Are you also using VR?
No.
So yeah, microstutters could definitely be an artifact of GPU driver issues.
I don't know. I'll find out by joining another server once I'm done in here. So I'll let you know the results of that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I know I have heard, because I've been keeping an eye on a few different places on the on some of the bugs that have been raised on the Ergodynamics Discord, and microstutters do come up. They come up a lot in the role select screen. People have been complaining of major performance dips when I know you're not necessarily in that. Also, the more recent graphics drivers, then I think people have said something about those causing problems and have been suggested to roll back.
Yeah, well, we will see. I'll be trying a couple things here if the microstutters follow me to the other server.
Okay.
I think you fell off your key there, Laxel. Oh, I was going to leave the server, which I still will, but I was catching what you guys were saying, so I hung on for a bit whilst I listened to your conversation. Okay, I'm going to leave and rejoin the server. Losing comms now.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete.
Server
Rearming complete.
Actually, Warhol give you a copy. Oh, to reset.
at 7,000 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 065417 at 7,000 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 348417
Stitch underscore
at
945
6,000
underscore. As you might have seen, someone took me out of my Su-25. Stitch
Yeah, there was an issue there
945
with
underscore.
Warhawk.
But it's all
Bra
XD.
6-1, Bra 336416 at 4,500
Yeah, I saw that Warhawk might have accidentally taken you.
Ford 6-1, Bra 336413 at 4,500 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 336.
I suspect Warhawk has now gone to try a different server to see how it behaves for him.
Ford 6-1, Bra 335418 at 4,500 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 207435 at 5,000 cold. Ford 6-1, Bra 208435 at
Request refueling.
4,500 cold.
Request
Copy.
rearming.
Ford
Copy.
6-1, Bra 064417 at 7,000 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 062415 at 7,000 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 352470 at
Refueling complete.
4,500 hot. Ford 6-1,
Stitch
Bra
underscore 945 underscore.
345417 at 6,000
Think it's funny
hot.
how he killed me cause his missile just locked me
Ford
without his
6-1,
consent.
Bra 336412 at 4,500
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how those things work because I never use those sort of armaments, but yeah, I'm sure it wasn't intentional anyway.
4,500 hot. Ford 6-1,
Rearming complete.
336414 at 4,500 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 336416 at 4,500 hot. Ford 6-1, pop-up group 289424 at 1,500 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 286470 at 5,000 hot.
124, radio check from the Apache.
6-1,
Yeah, copy, Joe.
Ford 6-1, Bra 2.
That's a good, clear radio.
Ford 6-1,
Yep, I'm on my Apache with no engine on.
414 at
Right.
Ford 6-1, Bra 003. 4,000 hot. Ford 6-1, pop-up group 241445 at 2,500 hot. Ford 6-1, pop-up group 241445 at 2,000 hot. Ford 6-1, pop-up group 352417 at 2,005 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 242445 at 4,000 cold. Code 1, Ford 6-1, Bra 241445 at 3,500 cold.
Since when did the AWACS become British?
Ford 6-1, Bra 3504.
Talking about what we're hearing on 124.
Yeah, the AWACS warnings are now they didn't replace with British guys.
I'm hearing American accents. Perhaps we're not talking about the same thing, but the stuff I'm hearing on 124 is American accent.
For me, it's British.
Oh, Mrs. Well, I don't know. Lexel, any thoughts on that if you're in? Okay, so Lexel's not in at the moment, but we could just ask out of interest about that. I mean, that's not really important, I suppose, but whether that's something to do with the aircraft you choose, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe it's the coalition, because I think when I was in the UK spit, it was a British accent, so I don't know.
6,000.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know.
Ford 6-1 Bra 023 460 at 7,000 cold.
Thank you for the fireworks, Mr. Erickson.
Ford 6-1 Bra 336 412 at 4,500 knots. Ford 6-1
That's you in front of me now, Joe, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Nice. I should spend more time working on the Huey. I don't want to go to a different chopper until I've mastered the Huey, and that wasn't happening very well. There were a few occasions where I took off sort of okay, but it's more like the aircraft flies me rather than the other way around.
Yeah, the trick with the Huey is to try to get some trim and maybe fly it like lightly loaded to start.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't load anything on it. I just try to fly it as a chopper where I want to go rather than where it wants to go. So, and that's the trick, you know, which I'm not really sorted yet. But maybe I'll get the patience back again and try again sometime.
Yeah, I'd be willing to hop in it too. Since I got the Huey, I've gotten much better at the Apache, because I feel like the Apache can be, there's a lot more power, and like it's a lot more maneuverable, but it's a little bit easier to fly than the Huey.
Yeah, so I've heard, and likewise I think the Chinook.
Yeah, the Chinook is really easy to fly. I didn't decide to pick it up because it's mainly just cargo.
Yeah, sure.
The other day I learned how to do the front seat in the Apache, and that's been pretty fun.
The front seat.
Yeah, that's where the gunner sits. You can control the missiles.
Gotcha.
Ford 6-1 merged.
Your view is jumping about a bit for me, but that's possibly because the mission has just restarted and I know that it has to settle down for a bit.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Ford 6-1 merged.
I just heard 4-6-1 merged. That's very American to me.
It's interesting. You must have the American airwax.
Yeah.
I don't think Britain has any like E3 AWACS. I guess maybe NATO does.
I wouldn't know. I'm done with all that stuff.
Yeah, I was watching a video the other day. They rely basically on the American ones or the NATO coalition AWACS.
Gotcha.
Those are the big planes with like the Oreo dish on top.
Yeah. You just disappeared in an instant, in a split second. You just disappeared. Where are you? I'm hearing you, but I can't see you. Oh, now I'm seeing you. But you literally disappeared for a moment there.
Oh, I probably just desynced in front of your engine and you couldn't see me.
Yeah, you just disappeared again. Oh well. It might be just where it's settling down.
Yeah.
You disappeared and then you appeared. Oh, no, you've disappeared again. And you've reappeared nowhere. Can't see you.
Fork 6-1, pop-up group 00243 at 2,500 knots.
Just going to watch on the map for a minute to see what it shows you doing. Yeah, it showed you on the west end of the runway, or west taxiway, and then all of a sudden you jumped. So there's a lot of rubber banding at the moment, all over the place. So hopefully that's just settling down. I think Laxor said, you know, so for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, it could do that while it all loads up and settles down, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, flying the Warbird now reminds me. I was talking to my my grandsons earlier on, and I was telling them how my mum was in London during the Blitz, and after that, even when I was like well after the war, obviously when I was about 15 or 16, we'd be watching a TV film, and it would be about the Second War, and the sirens would be going, the air raid warning sirens would go, and you could see like my mum's face would just like drain, and she always said that really it still scared her. Like decades later, the sound of those air raid sirens still scared her.
Oh wow, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's powerful stuff, but I mean, most kids they can't imagine it really, and that's why I think these things on TV, they need to carry on. It's not something that must ever be forgotten, because as soon as you forget things like that, it's more likely to happen again.
Yeah, for sure.
I think things have settled down. Looking at the map, that's all I'm looking at the moment, just the map, and you seem to be pretty reliably in a particular place.
That's good.
Yeah, another story, if I may relate. My mum, my sister was in hospital at the time. During that time, she's only little, and she was suffering TB, and my mum decided she had the opportunity to go and visit my sister in hospital, and she decided to get bananas. So she got a couple of bananas, which were really quite something. You had to queue up, so she queued up in an air raid to get these bananas, probably maximum of 2, maybe just 1, and took them to the hospital for my sister, and my sister didn't like them.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah, and of course they used to take refuge in the underground, or the subway, if you want, stations, and there's various photos of people actually sleeping in between the rails, the electric rails, because trains picked up their electricity from the rails, but of course they turned all that off and stopped the trains, which was quite polite of them, and people were sleeping actually on the railways, like not on the platform. So there were people on the platform as well, but people were sleeping actually between the rails of the train line, the underground train. We call it the underground, or the tube. I guess you call it the subway.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. No, it's just like there, like every Tuesday afternoon, you just go on the subway and chill through the air raid.
Yeah, chill might be overstating it, because they would still have heard and felt vibrations and stuff of bombs falling nearby. And of course, when they left the tube station, their shelter, which is some way below ground, they had no idea what they were going to go home to. Well, they had no idea if they had a home, because they could go home or go back and find that their house simply wasn't there anymore. But I know my mum spoke about windows often getting blown out, but they didn't actually get any. They weren't. The house wasn't damaged in that way. Well, it certainly wasn't destroyed. But some people would have gone back and found their house was just a space on the ground. There's nothing there. That must. And of course, they don't know what the story is, but they know that that's a possibility. When they go down to the subway, they knew that they might come back to absolutely nothing, of course.
Bill, you lost it there at the end.
Oh, sorry, what I was just saying is that, yeah, the people in the underground stations, taking shelter in the underground stations, the other thing, apart from the fact that they could hear bombs falling, they could hear to some degree, and they probably feel vibrations to some degree, but they also had the fear in their mind that they didn't know what they were going to go back to. They might go back to an empty space where their house used to be.
Yeah, that's horrible, man.
Right, I think, well actually I've got a couple of things I need to perhaps pour myself a beer. No, I'm gonna save myself for another beer later. I'm gonna taxi around and take off.
Copy, you have any targets you want to go for?
You know what, I didn't even look at the map. I think most of those to the north, the ones that we normally go for, I think they're pretty much gone, aren't they? What about the passive units that are south of the airfield? There's a line of trucks.
On the bridge there?
Yeah, as you're coming from east to west, before you get to the bridge, there's that line of trucks on the grass, and there's another line of fuel tanker trucks on the road.
Oh yeah, we can go for those if you want. I can take out the infantry with missiles so you don't have to deal with them.
That'd certainly be helpful.
Copy that, I'll head over there now and take care of them for you.
Super duper. I don't know what. Oh, I've just been clobbered by something. My aircraft has just been completely wrecked whilst I was taxiing. Durr.
Oh no, can you get a repair maybe?
I could probably get repair, but it depends on what's caused it. Let me just take a look on the map. Because if it's something to one side, I'll get repaired and it's blown me to bits again. It could be that I was caught by a bomber. Hold on. No bombers really in the immediate area. There's some coming in, but there's not anything leaving. So I really don't know what got me.
So it could be artillery. Sometimes they'll reach out and hit you.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. I don't see any hit markers on your name, so I don't know.
No, but I mean, my aircraft is a wreck now. I mean, I've still got a fuselage, but the wings have got big holes in them. Well, more the starboard wing. That's a wreck. Oh, yeah, the fuselage. Everything's a wreck. Really. Certainly not flyable. I've got a blown tyre at least. Maybe two blown tyres. Yep, two blown tyres. I'm going to have to get repaired. So I've got to cut my engine.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna try and take out some infantry here.
Copy that, thank you.
Fort 6.
Most of them are dead. I think maybe Mr. Erickson or someone got them, but there's a few here I can take out.
Cold.
Copy that.
Request repair. Fort 6-1 merged. Fort 6-1.
Oh, the Apache is so evil because you just aim at them and you can see them fall down. Oh my god.
Chevy
Oh, right.
at bullseye 0454 160. Fort 6-1 Bra 284 460 at 7,000 cold.
We got rubber banding again.
Fort 6-1 Bra 248 429 at 7,000 cold.
Okay, we did have some rubber banding briefly, but that seems to have stopped. Hey Joe, are you currently static on the ground or something?
I'm hovering in the field.
Okay, hovering very nicely because your icon isn't moving even a fraction, so that's good. Okay.
Yeah, when you're in the front seat, you can just have the co-pilot hover perfectly for you. It's really nice.
All right. Hang on a minute. I've just asked for a repair and I'm still a wreck. What's going on? Wait. I've probably got to respawn. I asked for repair, but now I think about it, I didn't wait for them to say copy. I think it's because I'm in the wrong place for a repair. I'd have to get out to the threshold. I'll see if it'll let me, but I don't know if it'll even let me start.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Pop-up group 336 416.
Yeah, I'll see what happens. Ha! No, engines turned over a few times and then seized, so I'm going to have to respawn. Sorry, I pushed on the wrong button. My engine turned over a couple of times on restart, but then it seized, and I'm going to have to respawn.
Fort 6-1.
I'm not even sure if I'm getting out. Are you receiving, Joe?
Yep, copy that. You gotta restart.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll lose comms while I respawn.
Yep, copy that. Sorry, I was just taking hits by BTRs.
Gotcha.
Fort 6-1. Pop-up group 336 416 at 1,500 hot. Request refueling. Request rearming. 3460 at 6,000 cold. Ford 6-1 Bra 284 450 at 7,000 hot. Ford 6-1 Bra 284
Refueling complete.
450 at 7,000 hot. Ford 6-1 pop-up group 242 440 at 3,000 cold. Ford 6-1 merged. Ford 6-1 merged. Ford 6-1 Bra 242 440 at 2,500 cold.
Rearming complete.
124 check there.
Copy, Laxon.
Alright, Bill, BTRs and infantry are dead. I'm gonna move and shoot the artillery now.
Super duper, thank you, sir. Oh, we still got rubber banding.
Yeah, check on the rubber band, I see it.
Ford 6-1 merged.
Mr. Erickson is he's landed and he's like constantly going backwards and forwards on the runway east to west.
Yeah, I was just looking at the map in general. I can see the A-20 is bouncing. Has someone just joined the server?
I don't know.
No. So something has just happened.
Air Joe has had some action, but he was already there, so he hasn't just spawned in. He's in the AH-64.
Yeah, I can hear the gunfire. I don't know if it's going to be smoothing. It looks like it's smoothed out. It looks like it was a... Oh no, they're slowing down still.
It's so weird because I try and shoot one with the Hellfire and then they just disappeared off my screen.
I don't think it's DCS.
Pop-up group 288 418 at 1,500 cold.
There's a lot of rubber banding happening at the moment.
Yeah, there's something not right with the server.
Sorry, what, the server?
Ford 6.
Stitch
There's something not right with the server.
945
Right.
I'm going offline for today. See you next time.
Okay, Stitch, thanks for being there.
1 Bra
Hopefully you can find that mic, eh?
418 at
Take care, take Tiffin.
1,500 hot. Ford 6-1 Bra 0.
Yeah, Bill, I believe this artillery is firing. Maybe that's what took you out.
Cold.
Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, it certainly did take me out. Woof, one go, bang.
It's either that or the hits are like registering and then it like explodes. It's like a delayed explosion once my missile hits. It's kind of weird.
Right.
Ford 6-1 pop-up group 287
We have infantry on the helipads. Enemy infantry, I mean, of course.
Copy, I'll move to take him out.
Super.
Alright, all artillery is done as well as all the infantry at the bridge.
Great stuff. I'm seeing that the infantry on the helipad seem to have met their demise too, but I don't know what caused that.
Copy that.
Okay, I'm going to have to leave my post for a moment because I was thinking about having a beer, but I don't really need another beer. That's too much liquid. I think I'm probably going to grab myself a rum, so that means I've got to actually get up and go in the other room to get my bottle. So I'll be AFK briefly.
Roger that.
Ford 6-1, pop-up group 336-414 at 2,500 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 336-413 at 3,500 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 018-460 at 3,500 cold. Ford 6-1, pop-up group 336-413 at 2,000 hot. Ford 6-1, pop-up group 336-415 at 1,500 hot. Ford 6-1, Bra 023-460 at 6,000 cold. Ford 6-1, Bra 336-412 at 2,000 hot. Ford 6.
Watchstar, is that you in the Harrier?
336-415 at
Roger
1,000
that.
hot.
Oh, okay. I can, if you have any laser guard stuff, I can, laser for you.
336-414.
I was just going to nip up to the northwest, see if I can take out the SAM site that is up there, but yeah, I could do some lasers and a bit.
Copy that, will do.
Okay, I've just got back. Has it finished rubber banding, do we think?
Ford 6-1, pop-up group.
Possibly, Bill, possibly.
45 at 3.
Okay, I'm not seeing things jumping around, so engine is started. I've been sitting there just waiting for it to stop rubber banding, so I think I'm probably good to go.
Copy.
Hello, Carl. I've been listening while doing work around the house. I heard you have trouble with Huey, might be the rudder pedals curve.
Ford 6.
I appreciate the pointer there, Oracle. I don't know. I mean, I just feel as though I'm not very good full stop with the Huey. And to be honest,
Yeah,
it's not so
Laxo,
much
whenever you're ready,
for me,
I
it's
can
not so
laser
much
stuff,
the rudder.
just, normal laser code 1688.
Hold on.
Is.
It's more to do with the
I've
collective.
got 2 lasers on me at the moment, but it's going to take me a little bit to get up to the site.
Roger that.
You love the helicopters, Oracle. Oh, okay. Well, you'd be in good company with Laxor and Undead and Air Joe, who's on
Is it one far away? Just, I
64 right
guess I should probably get going now in the helicopter.
4,000 hot.
Perhaps you should join
It
this service
is
sometime,
about
Oracle.
40 nautical miles to the northwest. If you look on the map, it is the closest radiating site to Mosdok.
Copy that. I'll get going now then.
1 merged.
So, Oracle.
Actually, I'm gonna get rearmed real quick. I've only got 8 Hellfires and about 600 rounds.
Oracle, would you have the option to join in this mission on DCS?
Ford 6-1 merged.
Erukal. Oh yeah, the collective. It's funny because I often forget when flying a fixed wing and reverse my throttle.
Yes, and that's exactly a situation that I have. When I fly, hang on a minute. Folks, I'm just going to come off radio for a moment while I speak to my channel. So I'm going to switch to 135, channel B, in case you need to grab me. Right, Oracle. Yeah, what I find is, so my throttle, if you can look at my inset, my throttle here becomes my collective when I'm in a Huey. So my mind, the way my mind is thinking is when I push my throttle forward in an aircraft, push it forward, I'm pushing the throttle forward, the engine revs are going up, and I'm getting power. I'm using the same lever for the Huey, for the collective, which means that its less powerful position is in the fully forward position, obviously. So if I click away, actually, if I click away from, I've clicked off my thing, so it shouldn't be right. So now if you look at my inset, so that position there is minimum power, if you like, or minimum lift on the collective, but it's maximum on the throttle. So it's, yeah, I understand what you're saying, because what I tend to do is when I want to ease up, I do this, I pull back, but of course that's affecting the blades in the opposite way to what I want. So that's where I struggle. I've got to reverse my brain for to use the throttle as a collective. Are you able to join us in this mission, Oracle? We've still got half an hour before we finish.
Erukal. There's no reason you have to invert for the collective. ID keep it the same as fixed wing, while learning to control the Huey.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because I think that's the way Laxor does it, the way he's suggested, but I want my throttle, my actual physical throttle lever, to move in exactly the same way as the collective does when I look at it on screen. That to me feels right. So I want that. Well, I want to push my throttle forward and have the collective go down. I want to pull my throttle back and have the collective come up. But that means I've got to reverse my brain, and I'm going to do it. I will eventually do it, but that's what I need to do for me to feel that it's right.
Erukal. Makes sense. I am the same. I have an old stick I took the springs out of and made a collective.
Oh, that sounds good. Like a separate, so a separate one. I should probably take this, not take the spring out necessarily of this stick, but put a weaker one in maybe. That, because this it is fairly stiff, I think.
Ebos 1234. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hello, Ebos. I don't recognise that name, so is this your first time on my stream, Ebos?
Ebos 1234. It is.
Okay, well I hope you like what you see. There's no commitment with this, it's all good fun. I'm not after like follows and subscriptions and stuff. If people do that, that's fine, but I only live stream because I feel as though there are people out there who might like to do it, but of course they haven't got the gear to do it. So instead of being able to do it, they might like to just watch it and be involved and be in contact with the communications that we have, like type in chat and me on voice chat. So I'm going to make a move anyway, except DCS hasn't got focus. Let me just get back onto the DCS screen. Okay. Evos, do you fly in DCS?
Ebos 1234. Well, I started learning playing DCS today.
Excellent. And what do you have? I mean, just to give an idea, I use Track IR for head tracking. I have rudder pedals. I've got this stick and this throttle unit, and I also use voice attack, which is useful. So what's your setup? What kind of, have you got, not necessarily what stick have you got, because I won't necessarily know what it is, but have you got stick and separate throttle? Have you got rudder pedals? Have you got head tracking or what?
Ebos 1234. I have got nothing yet. What do you guys reckon would work the best?
Well, let's just say that you can spend as much as you want, I think, on all this stuff. I mean, this setup that you see on the inset of my stream, this stick, this throttle, you'd pay, I don't know where you are on the planet, but in terms of UK or the Europe, you're talking about €400 for these two pieces without the rudder pedals and without head tracking. It depends on how much you got to spend. Obviously, I'm going to recommend this setup that I have because I like it. It's good. This is an actual A10
One of the
mock-up.
hard parts about helicopters is that it's very small movements, which is hard for fixed-wing pilots to get used to.
Yes,
Ebos
Erica, I get that.
1234. €400 seems like a good deal if it's good quality.
I think it's a good quality, although having said that, it's not quite as robust as I imagined it was going to be, because this switch over here, whoops, nearly knocked my run over then. This switch over here, the little pinky switch on the left-hand throttle, I had to replace that. It went soft and soggy and wasn't working very well. I also had to change one of these switches here.
Is that a Thrustmaster Warthog?
It is, sir. Yes, Erica. Yeah, it is a Warthog. Yeah, and it's an actual replica of the HN Warthog throttle and stick. Yeah. I mean, €400. It might seem like a good deal, but then say you want another what? Probably €100
400 is a
for
bargain.
pedals.
I think the Just throttles are selling for that now.
Really? Wow. Okay. All right. That scares me a bit. But no, that's okay then. But of course, head tracking as well. There's no way that I'm going to use, like, if you look at my inset again, there's no way I'm going to use one of these hats to look around. In fact, I use this hat for my trim anyway.
Evos
it doesn't work for me.
1234. Do you guys feel like head tracking and rudder pedals are a must?
But maybe not so much rudder pedals, because to be honest, you probably use rudder pedals mainly on takeoff and landing, and not much else maybe. But head tracking, I wouldn't want to have to look around.
Fly helicopters.
Yes, Erica, I would concur with that. Yeah. For me, see, the thing is, when you look at my hand, I don't know if you can see it, but I got some joint issues, which mean that thumb, for me to reach up and operate a hat switch to look around, is just not practicable. It wouldn't work for me like that. So looking around is much more realistic anyway, because I don't know any Spitfires that had to push a button to look to the right or to the left. They just move their head. So yeah, to me, head tracking, yeah, I suppose for me, definitely for me, head tracking is a must.
Ebos 1234. I could probably find some software that works with my camera for the head tracking.
You might well do, Evos, yeah.
There's free head tracking if you have a webcam. It's a bit more work than buying a tracker or Tobii, but it's cheap.
Yeah, but I mean, head tracking is probably about what? Maybe I'm out of touch. What? €150 for Track IR5, which is what I have. Maybe less than €150. I don't know, but that sort of region.
Ebos 1234. €100, yeah.
That's what, €100 for head tracking. Is that what you're saying, Ebos?
Ebos 1234. Yup.
Okay, so €500 for head tracking and throttle and stick, although it might be more. Yeah, the throttle and stick might be more now. Let's just say €600 then for throttle and stick and head tracking. Is that feasible for you?
Ebos 1234. Yeah.
Great. Expect to see you in this server with us at some point then, flying with us.
Erukal. What server is it?
It's
Ebos
called
1234. I would love to.
Okay, well it's Bill Lagland 2. It does have, it is locked, and if you want to get the information as to how to get into it, this is not saying that from me, this comes from Laxor, the mission designer, who flies with us. He's actually in the mission at the moment, I believe. But if you type in here, in this chat, !DCS, it will give you information or take you to a point where you can get information as to the password, etc., I believe.
Stream Elements. At Erukul, we fly on the Lagland server. Join the Discord for server details and more information about the mission. https://discord.gg/yard5gr8q.
So there you are. I hope that helps. I'm not sure if you need anything other than that, so you'll have to let me know if that gives you the information you need. I haven't taken off yet because in a conversation it's not a good idea to be taking off, but I'll take off when you're good and ready for me to do so. In the description there you'll see Air Joe and Laxor are hitting
if
stuff.
the ping isn't too high. I live in the countryside.
Internet isn't great. Whereabouts on the planet are you, Erukul? What country are you in?
Erukul, Pacific Northwest America, Washington State.
Northwest. Oh, okay. So you're a few hours behind us then. What are you, about 8 hours behind? My current time is 0218.
Erukul. I live out by the coast, so far from any cities.
Okay. Yeah, so it's 0218 for me.
Erukul. Yeah, -8 I think.
Yeah, that sounds about what I would have expected.
Erukul. It's 1818.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did mentally. So yeah, as I thought. So yeah, hopefully the ping would be okay. We do have people joining us from Australia, which is at least that far away. So I mean, you're just across the pond and a jump, really, I suppose, by comparison to Australia. Okay, well, perhaps I'll take off if you guys don't need any further information at the moment. Bear in mind, as I'm taking off, obviously I'll be less inclined to want to engage in conversation, but once I'm up and stable, then that's easier.
Ebos 1234. Do you guys have any recommendations when it comes to what planes to buy?
I've always got a recommendation, and it's this one, the Spitfire, because I love it to bits, and that it's not just because I'm a Brit. I just love it. It's beautiful. I've got the F-16, and when I fly the F-16, I move the stick, and then then the aircraft thinks, okay, what do you want to do? Okay, I'll do that then. Whereas when in the Spitfire, I move the stick and it just does it. It responds straight away. There's no little lag that you get in F-16 certainly, and perhaps other jet aircraft. I don't know. This is like fly by your seat of your pants. I feel as though when I get in here, I feel as though I can smell the leather on that headrest or head protector. I don't know what you call it. And I can smell the oil and the fuel, and it just touchy-feely. It's I just love this aircraft, and the same would apply to the P-47, the P-51, and the Mosquito. But this is my favourite of all-time aircraft. This is, to me, the absolute top of the tree. It's even, for me, the top of the tree for Spitfires, because I prefer this to the later ones.
Aha, yeah, the Spitfire is iconic.
Yeah, but what I also want, I want the Hurricane, because the Hurricane did such an amazing job during the war. It did an incredible job during the war, and I want the Hurricane, but I don't think there's any plan whatsoever for them to bring that on at the moment.
Erukal. They have free 2-week trials on most planes.
That's right, they do. Yeah, so go for it for. And if you decide to get a Spit, then you want to come into this server, and I'll give a help.
If you use standalone client, not sure about Steam.
Yeah, I don't know about Steam. I don't use that. But yeah, normally you can get a 2-week trial, and the Spitfire. Let's just tell you that when I first started flying the Spitfire in DCS, for quite some time I was thinking I've wasted my money here because I just keep wrecking it. I keep failing. But once you get a few tricks under the belt, it works and it's okay. And once you're in the air, it's a dream. But there's a thing you have to remember about a Spit. The phrase was, she's a lady in the air, but she's a bitch on the ground.
Do they still have 50% off first purchase on standalone?
I don't know, they might. I don't know. Check it out. But my recommendation will always be a Spitfire. But I just love the Warbirds. The jets, I've got jets. They don't really do it for me. I like the A-10. That's a good fun aircraft because you don't want to be on the wrong end of an A-10. So that's a good fun aircraft. But the Spit is it. I'll always love to fly a Spit. I'm going to take off. I'm losing frame rate at the moment, so I'm just going to take off. And take off once again is a bit of a process. Before I go any further, the Spitfire, bear in mind that you want something where you can ideally have a slider rather than a button, like a digital button. You want an analog slider. You notice that lever there, that's my brake lever. Because when you take off in a Spit, you have your brake on. Before you move in a Spit, you have your brake on. If you want to turn left in a Spit, you give it left rudder and you apply some braking, and it puts braking on the left wheel only. To turn right, it's right rudder. The same brake lever puts braking on the right wheel only, and then in between the two it'll put braking on both wheels, obviously. So that's something to bear in mind. So it's not as intuitive. It doesn't have toe brakes. You might hear it. I'm now tilting my toes forward on my rudder pedals. Nothing's happening. Because the Spit didn't have toe brakes. So that's something else to bear in mind. But it's still absolutely the best aircraft in the world. So, right, my brake is off. To take off, it's stick back, full right aileron. This is the way I do it. This is the way I've seen on YouTube and stuff. And then I'm going to throttle up. And then as I'm throttling up, I'll be letting the stick come back to its normal position. By the time I get to about boost 8 on this boost gauge, I will have brought the stick back to normal position pretty much. Then it's a gentle pullback at 80 miles an hour on the airspeed indicator. Just a gentle pullback, and just hold it gently. Don't keep pulling back. Just let her take off by herself, and then get the gear up, adjust the prop pitch, stuff like that. And I'll take off with a 0 trim on a Spitfire. I take off with the trim set level like that. But if I can get to it, this is not so easy to see. Let's get rid of the pilot for a minute. I'll take off with the rudder trim round about there, and then when I've taken off, if I remember, I'll bring the rudder trim up to about just after 12 o'clock. So rudder is at about 3 o'clock. Once I've taken off, if I remember, I'll bring it up to about just gone 12 o'clock. That's the default setting view for a Spitfire, but I think that's not accurate. As I've often said to people, I think on a Spitfire you could lean forward and touch your nose on those gauges. So I think that is more accurate a view to what you'd have on in a Spitfire. You'd be up close and personal. Maybe that might be too close. Hold on. Maybe more like that for the view on a Spitfire, but that's just a detail. Yeah, okay, so I'll take off. But if you decide to get a Spit on trial, please come in here and we'll give you a hand. We're here because we love it. We're here because we like having fun, and we're here because we like helping people to do the same. So, you know, there are people that have come in here that they've struggled with Spitfire, and we give a few tips, and they find themselves flying a Spit, and they say, oh crikey, I wish I'd known about that before, because you know, things like letting the stick forward fairly soon so that the nose comes down on its own, and then stick back a fraction with just a little bit of right aileron maybe, and let it lift off.
1234. Well, as soon as I get my hands on a hot ass, I will join you.
Yeah, yeah. As I said in Ghostbusters, I love this plan. I want to be part of it. Okay, so my brake is off. Stick back, full right aileron. I'm going to throttle up and take off. So you're looking for boost 8, and I'm gradually letting my stick forward. They're going to somewhere between 8 and 12 on the boost. I'm going to get to about 80-90 miles an hour. Rotate, hold it, gear up. And then I'll adjust my trim, because I was at level. Now I'm going to give it just over 1 division of nose up. And I'd also recommend, if you get the Spitfire, to download the Echo 19 Spitfire engine sound. I'm going to sound like an advert, but I'm nothing to do with Echo 19. I just think the sound is so good. You can get it for free, but I actually bought it. Not bought it, I made a donation, because I think they've done a really good job on it. Listen to the sound. I'll close the canopy. And now I'll open the canopy, and you'll hear the difference. Let me just line up. There's some trucks down there. I'm going to have a go at these simple static passive trucks. I'll open the canopy. Wasn't a bad run, was it? Those particular units, once they're on this mission, once they've all been destroyed, they will then respawn. So the point is, it's good for practice. So you know that you can shoot them to bits, destroy them all, someone else can come in, and they can still use those targets. They're not gone forever once they're destroyed. There'll be some individuals that I've missed. I'll see if I can pick them up. If I can see them. Oh, I think I can see one. Now on this mission you'll notice that there are little units down there now. The units that have been destroyed, what happens is they get replaced by a container. Those containers can then be picked up, and this is just in this mission. Those containers can then be picked up by choppers and taken back to the airfield, that airfield over there, where they can be processed. The contents can be processed as either ammo or fuel, and the airfield can run out of ammo and or fuel. So we have people in choppers that are happy to go and pick up, sling load and pick up containers from here and then take them back to the airfield.
Evos 1234. Ooh, that's interesting. So you also have to do some logistics.
Yeah, and another advantage of that container thing is that someone who only has the free vehicles, like the P-51 and the Russian one, if they've only got a P-51, it has no gun, but they still have a function, because something else that they can do is things. There are sometimes you're flying around and you think you're flying over a clear area, but you get shot at, and then you realise there are units down there which are not yet marked on the map. So what Laxor has built into this is that when you find like units down there that are shooting at you but they're not marked on the map, you bring up another little cursor and you can actually do a left click on the mouse to mark those units, then they appear on the map. So that means that a TF-51 training fighter 51 with no guns still has a function. You can fly around and you can mark stuff for us. Lost visual on the target then. I don't like to zoom in, or I didn't like to zoom in. But as someone rightly pointed out, our vision is better than the resolution on this screen. So if we were actually flying, we'd be able to see stuff that we can't see very well on the screen whilst flying here. So using a little bit of zoom is excusable, because you're just trying to like equalise it a little bit. Ah, there's one. There are some BTRs on the bridge which are quite dangerous. But there's plenty of stuff to go for. There's also air units. Laxor had to use A-20s as enemy bombers, and the reason for that is you could use stuff that's been built by the community, but then to add that into the mission, everyone has to have it or something. I can't remember how that works. But anyway, so these the mission only contains units which are like DCS standard units. So he had to use A-20s as the enemy bombers because there was nothing else really that could be used, not directly from DCS. So he has to use A-20s. But they're still good air targets. They move down fast though. Okay, I'm RTB. Open the canopy. Prop pitch fully fine. Even put it back, so the prop pitch was already fully fine. Gear down. Flaps. Rough landing. Oh, very rough landing because my frame rate dropped to 3, as you'll see top left hand corner. So that's a pity. But and the way out of that is just to leave the server and come back in again, and it's sort of the frame rate improves again. So I think I might do that. I'm just going to jump out of this server and come back in again. Unless DCS crashes, of course. So there's the server, Bill Lagland 2. It's only called Bill Lagland 2 because I have the server here. I built a separate computer, which is the server that sits behind me over my left hand shoulder, on top of the tumble dryer actually, in case you need to know. So it's Laxor's mission. He created the mission, but it runs on my server. So that's why it's called Build Lagland 2. The other thing is, because of the way the, as you've mentioned, Ebos, the logistics, because the way that all works, we spawn in without ammo. So the first thing I have to remember to do once I've spawned in is get loaded. A number of times I forget to do that. I'm looking for my spit, which you'll see is, look, it's Laxor kindly marked that up as Bill 49 for me. Once it's loaded in, I'll show you.
1234. Okay, and how do you reload the ammo?
Okay, I'm going to show you that right now, Evos. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is get reloaded. So for me, I'm using voice attack. So I'm just going to say comms. I'll try that now. Hold on. Comms. No, it's not doing it because I've got my push to talk. Hold on. So that's now brought up the comms menu on the top right. I'll go F8. And now I'll go F1. I'm normally in a Spitfire because I never use up all my fuel. I normally knock the fuel back a bit just to save a bit of weight, and then put the ammo up to that I don't change this, I just use the default, and I like to, because I'm a Brit, I like to change it to RAF standard as the livery. That's a bit lighter.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy.
So sometimes when we load, obviously we'll have used our ammo, and there are certain places where you can't get ammo, so you've got to be in the right place. This particular spawn-in area will load me with ammo, but if I was spawned in over in that area,
Refueling complete.
I'd ask for ammo and they just would ignore me, so I'd have to taxi over to this area and then try again, and then they would do it. Or failing that, I've got to taxi all the way round to the runway and get beyond the threshold, and then they would do it. Right, I've been refueled. So this is the start up for Spit. Before I start up, would you like me to talk through it or do it? So the options are talk or do it.
Rearming complete.
Ebos 1234.
Do it. Okay.
Do it.
I'll just do it, and you can see what I'm doing. I'll talk as I'm doing it, but without putting too much emphasis on. I'm going to turn my panel lights on. Open up the covers that cover the starter and booster. I mean, I'm going to do this anyway, so I might as well, I suppose, might as well just say it. Also, before I do anything else, I need to put the brake on, because if I don't, once the engine starts, it will pull me forward. I'm also going to set my prop pitch fully fine, make sure that's fully fine, and push the throttle forward, which will operate a little switch down here.
I really enjoy how DCS pays
Yeah,
attention to
I'll
very
tell you
small
what,
details.
Ebos, I'll put you give you a couple more details about the Spit in a second. So what I'm going to do is push my stick forward, my throttle forward, so that it turns on the gear indicator light. I could click, there's a little switch, it's very difficult to see, just under there's a switch. I could click it, but it doesn't make sense. You'd push your throttle forward and it would turn that switch on for you. Right, now before I carry on, I'm going to mention these other details. First I'm going to ask a question. Do you know what these are? I'm just circling something now. Do you know what these are? I hope you don't, because I like to explain it. Now while you're thinking about that, if you set your lights correctly, like this one here,
Ebos
up to there, and that one there,
1234.
up to there.
Nope, I don't.
That's good. Okay, I'll explain that in a second then. I'll explain about this in a minute. So I've put my light switches up like that. Now this, when I hover over it, you see it shows Morse key paddle. So when I hit that, I'm now turning on a light. Hold on, let me jump out. So when I hit that Morse key paddle, I've actually got it mapped on my keyboard for this, but I never use it on the keyboard. I'm now operating that paddle, and the whole point is, if my radio got shot up, by using this paddle I can now use Morse code to speak to the rest of the section, even though I've got no
Ebos
radio.
1234. No way, that's so cool.
Yeah, so I can Morse code to the rest of the section if I've got no radio. I could just say I've got no radio or whatever. Right, now jumping back in, you talk about detail, and this is a detail that I like. I mean, we can't actually use this, but I'll explain. You don't know what these are.
1234.
Yeah.
Well, guess I will have to learn Morse code as
Well,
well
you
then.
could do, but most people on here won't know it, so that might be a little bit academic as to whether you do that or not. If I throw this switch here, you'll see that my illuminated sight has come up. Now, Illuminated sight is back in those days they didn't have LEDs, did they? So it's all incandescent bulbs. Incandescent bulbs have an element. That element can break due to vibration of gunshots and bouncing along the runway. So you could then, if that happens, you could lose that sight. So if you've lost your sight because the bulb is blown, you unplug just there. See, there's a cable that comes around here.
1234. Makes sense.
Yeah. So you've got a cable that comes around there. You grab this part and you pull it out, and inside this part is a bulb, an electric light bulb. And these are spares. So you could say, you're in a dogfight, hang on Fritz, I've just got to change a light bulb. But the point was, the option was there. You had the option that to change that bulb, that electric light bulb, if vibration etc caused it to blow. So there you are. That's what these three blobs are. In the words of Michael Caine, not a lot of people know that. So these three blobs are light bulbs where you can replace this light bulb for your sight if you need to. That's detail. Although of course in reality, I mean, you can't actually do it. I can't get one of those light bulbs and fit it in there.
But 1234.
It does illustrate the reality. It is pretty awesome, isn't it? Obviously these things work. The range that you want your converging guns to strike at, and the base feet, which adjusts this measurement here, so that when your aircraft wingtips are between these two marks here, you know you're at the optimum range according to what you've set here, so that all your bullets will fall in the same place. And that is dangerous, because even with 7.7s, if you get them all falling in the same place, they became dangerous. Okay, that's covered quite a bit. I'm going to put my radio on. We also use radio, aircraft radio. We could use Discord, but it's more authentic to use the aircraft radio. For a start, with aircraft radio, what happens is if we get a mountain in between us, we start to lose contact. That's a reality. Or if we get too far away from each other, we could lose contact and get background noises, make it difficult to hear. That's a reality. So I'm going to put my radio on. I'll also ask for a radio check from people that are here. Hold on. Right, you just seen my radio window turn up just there. I'm going to I'll put it onto channel A, which is 124. The frequency is 124. And now I'll see if there's anyone there that can give me a radio check. So I'll be speaking away.
Casual cruise, missiles are ready.
And that's Laxo actually talking on his aircraft radio.
We can go for the convoy, or I think there's also some tanks scattered
and
around the river
Air
here.
Joe.
Designate at your discretion.
Alright, actually, no,
So they're assisting
just give me
each
a sec,
other.
I'll find something.
Radio check. Okay, thank you. That was a bit clipped there, Lexor, but yeah, I think you're saying it's okay.
Yep, gotcha.
Thank you. So I've turned on my radio and I've got a radio check. Just to confirm, Ebos, I see the numbers have dropped. Is Ebos still there, or is Ebos gone? And perhaps the other person whose name I just can't remember is there maybe. So who's there? Are you there, Ebos? You're still there. Okay, Ebos, that's brilliant. Thank you.
I'm still here.
Excellent. Right. So I've got my radio check, and you'll notice that when you hear me, you're hearing me as if I was talking to you perhaps on Discord. When you hear Laxor or
Erukal.
Joe, you'll
You
hear...
here,
Oh, you're
cooking
still
food.
here.
Alright, add some trucks,
Excellent,
BTRs, and maybe some tanks. What's your pick?
Now you'll hear that they sound different.
Let's take out the things that other people might struggle to take out. Let's take out the tanks.
They're saying different
Okay, I
to
believe
me
these are tanks.
because
They might be artillery or something. I can't really tell from this distance.
they sound
Gotcha.
like they're talking on a radio. That's the difference, and that makes it that little bit more absorbing. I've
Alright,
just
first one,
turned on the
please.
lights.
I think I need to turn.
So I've put my navigation
I'm gonna
lights
launch
on.
one Hellfire and see what flavor of vehicle this is.
Okay. I got a lock on your lock.
Cool. You're cooking food? Oh,
Yep, hold
now-
on, wait for this
now
one
I'm
to hit and I'll
feeling
shift it
peckish.
over. Just so we don't
Yeah,
hit the
nice.
same thing.
we're not allowed to talk about food on here because you've got to
If they're
remember
on
for
a
me
field
it's
boundary, it might be a tank. If they're in like an area of
actually nearly
swamp
3
next to the
o'clock in the
water,
morning.
then it's probably a BTR.
Okay.
So if I wanted to stop hearing them for a moment, I could switch to a different frequency and tell them that I'm switching to a different frequency so that if they needed to speak to me, they can
Alright,
go
you
to
can go
that
ahead and launch.
frequency and I will hear them.
I lost lock. I need to do another turn.
Oh, that was
Eric,
actually
if you copy-
a bunker or a house or something. Okay,
I
let me
shouldn't...
look for
Hang on,
something
let's
else
just
then.
change channels for a minute. Erical, if you copy, I shouldn't ask this, but what food are you cooking? Please don't say spaghetti bolognese because that is my absolute top of the list. Right, in the meantime, I will now proceed to start the aircraft. Right, fuel is on. Fuel is on, ignition is on, like the magnetos are turned on. I've now got to press these two buttons at the same time. I use my keyboard for that. I almost never use my keyboard, but I use it for that, just for start. And once the engine's turning over and starting to catch, I will flick this mixture lever forward. I've got a button at the back here for that, and then the aircraft will be, well, the engine will be running. So I'm going to crack the throttle, and away we go. No, I didn't prime it. See, that's because I'm talking. I'm terrible. When I speak, I forget to do stuff. I've got to prime it. I'll give it 4 pumps.
Erukal. Nothing fancy, just heating up some pre-made frozen fried rice I bought at store.
Well, that's all right. That sounds fine to me. At this time in the morning, anything sounds like absolute lovely. I have stupid things, you know, like a pork pie or something at 3:30 in the morning. Terrible eating habits, terrible sleeping habits. Right, let's see about starting it again. Okay, and that's giving me a bit of a kick because I'm also sitting on a sim shaker. Sim shaker 6, so it's got 6 transducers or speakers, if you like, built into a cushion that fits on your seat, and so 2 of those speakers are under your thighs and the other 4 sort of punch into your back, and they vibrate according to the engine. So I'm feeling the engine vibrating. Later on when I land, I'll feel the
Evo's
gear come down.
1234. Well, it's almost 3 AM here as well, and I made some hash browns, so don't get me started on food that will stop me from sleeping. LUL.
Hey Bose, whereabouts are you? I thought we already... I thought... Oh, hang on. 3 AM. Well, you're obviously not in the States. Where are you, Ebos? It must be the other one that's in... I wish I could remember that other name. I'm sorry. That's in East Coast, West Coast of USA. So, Ebos, where are you?
Evo's 1234. I live in Ireland, but I'm actually French.
Ah, you live in Ireland. Ah, to be sure, to be sure. And you're French. Ah, well, bien connu.
Evo's 1234.
Je parle français, mais un petit. My accent is better than my comprehension. When we used to go on holiday to France, I lost my wife 5 years ago, but when we used to go on holiday to France, we worked as like a threesome, in as much as we'd go into a patisserie or something, and I would say, to be understandable, I'd use my best French accent to be understandable, but it was obviously better than my understanding, because I'd say une baguette s'il vous plaît or whatever, which I haven't done for a long time, and they would hear my accent and think that I speak a lot better than I do, or understand a lot better than I do. So they'd be off at 400 kilometers an hour speaking to me, and I didn't have a clue what they were saying. But somehow my wife, who couldn't put sentences together in French, she couldn't have done that, somehow she knew what they were saying, so she'd relate to me what they were saying. So it was like a three-way conversation. I'd say something, they'd rattle off at me, and then my wife would then... Yeah. She would then somehow understand and translate for me, and then I would ask the next question. It was crazy, but somehow it worked. Okay, we bought a camel on 2 occasions, but apart from that, obviously something went wrong. But apart from that, it was really good. It's a good little system. It worked. I asked, they replied, she translated, I asked another question. But we loved our holidays in France. It's really nice. We used to go to middle or sort of southeast of France. Gaillac is one of the places that we used to go to. Whereabouts were you in France when you were living in France, Ebos? So does that mean you are Urbos instead of Ebos? Urbos.
Evo's 1234. West of France near Nantes.
Okay, yeah, we used to go to the west coast, Saint-Jean-de-Mont. We used to go to a place there. It's just like a caravan camping site, and it used to be called Camping Sol, and then they changed it to Solagogo.
Oh yeah, nice city.
So yeah, so Camping Sol sounded to me always much nicer, and Solagogo sounded a bit, yeah. It's a lovely area, lovely place. We used to go and collect some pine cones and have barbecues made from pine cones. Lovely memories. And I do like it, and of course I love the weather. We did have some bad weather, but for the most part it was really good. And it's a different heat. In UK we get like a moist heat, a humid heat if you like, when it's hot, but in France we noticed it's a dry heat, so you didn't feel all clammy and horrible. It was you could be hot and not really sweaty. It's really good. I loved it. We used to get a gîte with its own private pool. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. It's made me fancy another rum now because I'm reminiscing. Okay, I've put the pilot in place simply because if I was flying, I wouldn't see an empty stick when I look down. I'd see my hand on it. So that is a, although that might sound a bit gamey, it actually kind of makes it a bit more real. I'm going to adjust my altitude and my trims, nose down trim and rudder trim. So by the way, I'll probably don't need to ask this, but I'll say please let me know if you go. Just say goodnight or goodbye or whatever, just so that I know you're gone and I'm not talking to myself and feeling silly.
Ebos 1234. Okay, yeah, sure.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Monsieur ou mademoiselle ou madame?
Ebos 1234. Aha, monsieur, for me.
Okay, c'est bon. One of the favourite things that we used to get was a tartelette citron. My wife loved those. We always had to get a tartelette citron at some time whilst we were there.
Ebos 1234.
And of course,
Oh yeah, lovely.
you cannot get a baguette the same as you get in France. We used to go down to, I'm just trying to think their name. Chateau, no, Neufchâtel? Is it Neufchâtel? Oh, I actually can't remember the names of the places now because it's been some time. And you could go in there and you could see them actually putting the bread into the oven on the pallet and taking it out when it's cooked. So you cannot get fresher than that. I mean, it's absolutely, it's a different creature all by itself, isn't it? French bread is incredible, especially when you get it like that. It's nice, even in the supermarkets. It's really nice from them. We got so many from Leclerc or Intermarché. We bought loads, and of course you get it daily, don't you? Sometimes twice a day, I believe, for the French. No, the real French. And it's just really nice.
1234. We do love our
Yeah.
bread, especially baguettes. Aha.
Baguette with a good amount of butter, the exact right amount of French butter, demi-sel, is too much. That's the right amount. So I used to eat, I don't know if it's unhealthy or not. Nowadays we're hearing that butter isn't so unhealthy as we used to think.
1234. Yeah, exactly.
Having said that, one of my sons used to object a little bit to the baguettes because it would the crust can actually crack and become like a razor blade, can't it? And it can like cut the inside of your mouth or your tongue. So he kind of he concentrated on that side of it, whereas I just concentrated on the lovely flavour, and I love the texture. Beautiful stuff. Now I'm thinking about food again. I better start taxiing, hadn't I? So I'm using this slider. If you look at the inset, I'm using this slider as my brake. and you'll see the brake changing. It's difficult to show, but I do try to show what's happening with my feet and the brake slider whilst I'm taxiing. But to do that I've got to look down, but to see where I'm going I've got to kind of look up. So and I'm wearing glasses, so as I'm looking down, by looking above the glasses, things aren't quite in focus as they would be by looking down, so it's almost uncomfortable. So if anyone's thinking about doing DCS and they say, what aircraft are you going to get? You know my answer, don't you? My answer is always going to be a Spit Mark 9. I just love this aircraft. I'm not a nerd about it. I don't know lots of stuff. I mean, I know about the light bulbs and the Morse code, but I don't know that much about it. I'm not a nerd in that sense, but I just love it. It almost chokes me up to see a Spitfire side on just sitting there like waiting. It's as if it's like waiting for me to get in
Checked
it.
on server ping, a little under 200 for me, laughing smiley, but once I figure out why my controllers keep disconnecting, I'll give it a go. See, all the aircraft are available. For some reason I thought it would be a Warbird server.
Well, it's various aircraft available in the server. Yeah, I mean Warbirds and jets, choppers. Yeah, it's all there. Because it's the purpose of the server is just for us to enjoy ourselves, to have fun. So we're not too serious about it. We sometimes, instead of talking about runway 08 or something like that, we talk about the big white slab that's going from west to east. You know, we're not that bothered. We're not that. Some people really know what they're talking about. Some people on this server that join us on this server are actually pilots. They fly on some kind of regular basis, but you don't have to, and it can still be good fun. So I like to think that we can enjoy ourselves and give fun and help to anyone that comes in here. There's a couple of people that I've linked up with on here that I've helped with the Spitfire, because that's really where I'm coming from. I love the Spitfire, so they've been really appreciative. I mean, a simple thing like, I think I'm going to get buzzed again, probably by Mr. Ericsson. I'm not sure. Don't know who that is. Without looking at the map, I don't know who that is. Yeah, so you know, just to help people through. That's probably Laxor. That's probably Laxor. Let's just look at the map. Yeah, it is. Nice one, Laxor. Not sure if I transmitted then, but nice one,
nice
Laxor.
Harrier pilot.
Yeah, Harrier's quite good. Laxor likes the Harrier. I find them okay, but I've only got the Harrier and the F-16 in terms of non-warbird stuff. I always gravitate to the Spitfire. Laxor copy. Perhaps he's not got his ears on at the moment. Yeah, so anyway, hang on. I couldn't think who I was talking to. Yeah, Erical. Yeah, so Erica, get a chance to get on it. Well, both Ebos and Erica, if you get a chance to be on this server and fly with us, that would be great. I think it allows up to 10 people. We normally have somewhere between 3 and 7. So it's a pretty safe chance that you'd be able to get on there. And I think I've already said, if you put exclamation mark DCS in this, it'll give you the information that you need to get into the server. I don't think Laxor's received him, but I'll try him again. Laxor, copy. Laxor, copy. No, I don't think he's... Perhaps he's not got his radio tuned in. He's probably got it. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm not on 124. That's why I swapped, didn't I? I put it on 124. Now he should probably get relax or radio check.
Yep, check.
Thank you. I was going to ask you a question and I've now forgotten what it was. If I think of it, I'll come back.
Roger.
So, Eric or
Good hits on these PTRs. I like how you hit this one in the bushes. That was kind of cool.
that'll be Air Joe speaking. I'll have a sup on me rum and then I'll take
I
it.
get you.
I got good hits on these PTRs. I like how you hit this one in the bushes. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's, I'd like to take credit for that, but it's, that's the, once they've taken a hit, they'll scatter. That just happens to be
So
where they park
now
this
you're
time.
hearing the radio
It would be
quality.
nice if they continued to scatter them while you shot at them, but I guess we can't have everything.
Oh yeah.
It sounds
Well, I
different.
just shot this guy in the tabs with the gun and I was flying like 5 feet above the ground. Man, that could have ended bad.
Some radios sound very sharp and crisp. Others are more ordinary, if you like. Right, I'm going to take off. Oh, hang on, let me just check that I've... Because when I'm talking, it's just, as I've said, I'm terrible. I forget to do stuff. Right, I think I'm good.
Have you ever used the JTAB system, like where can they like blaze targets and stuff for your bombs?
Right, I'll leave them talking and take off.
There are 4 jeeps at the end of the runway where we can do manual JTAC if you've got combined arms. If that's what you meant.
Oh, okay.
There is an AWACS.
When I bring up
but
my
I don't
gear
know if
and
that
put
does
my
JTAC
flaps
as well.
down, I feel that in my seat as well, which is...
I've just never used like
more
the
immersive.
guys you can call in the radio menu, and then like did they just blaze targets to C for your bombs? Like I've never used it before.
I don't know, to be honest, I haven't used it either.
I gotta try that out because I think there's one on the range for the A10. Let's see if that'll work.
Should have done Buzzlax, or shouldn't I? It's only polite, isn't it? The other thing, it's nice you're sitting there and you get all these aircraft zooming around you. It's really nice. Close my canopy. I'll buzz
Alright,
in front
Air
of you.
Apache is inbound to Mosdock from the west. Probably gonna land at the helipad and restart my DCS.
Roger.
Actually, this might be it for me for tonight.
I think, yeah, it's like 15 minutes from my deadline, so I might forward it there as well. I don't know if Bill you're going to do the same.
Can you repeat on that, please, Laxel?
Joe was just saying that they were potentially going to call it, and then I realised it was 3:15, so I was potentially going to think about doing the same.
Oh yeah, it's gone past quickly. I've been speaking to a couple of people on my stream who hopefully will join us in this mission at some point. So yeah, it's really shot by for me as well. I mean, I know we got on a bit late, kind of as usual, but it's really shot by. But yeah, what, 3:30 then?
You did.
Sorry, say again?
Yeah, and I got on later than you did.
Yeah, that's right. So maybe 03:30, or do you want to go now?
I don't think it's probably much, because I've got to rearm and refuel everything, maybe get a repair as well. Yeah, okay, we'll call it now. I'll call it now.
Okay, that's fair enough. It's been a good evening. I did have to go out of the server and come back in because my frame rate had dropped so much, but it's been okay. It's got by, but it's been good fun. I've been flying out with Joe in Spitfires, hitting units, so yeah, it's been good fun. Tomorrow night?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I should be on tomorrow.
Excellent. Okay, chaps, very nice. Been good fun with you, Joe. Good fun. Take care, and I'll catch you. I might be on for just a little bit longer, but while I'm speaking to the stream. But apart from that, I'm pretty much done as well. So take care. Catch you tomorrow. TTFN.
Alright, take care.
See ya, Bill. Oh, I'm about to do the smoothest landing in the Apache.
I think Joe is on basically the east coast of USA, if I remember right.
Yeah, that'll probably be it for me tonight. This was a good stream. I didn't have any game crashes, only got this visual bug at the end, but it's not too bad. Flying the Apache was good, and it was nice flying with Bill in the Spit.
That's awesome.
Alright, I should be on tomorrow. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.
Alright, take it easy, man. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Take care, Joe. TTFN.
See ya, Bill.
So I'm not expecting to do too much in the way of shooting stuff at the moment. I'm thinking more in terms of thinking about folding. That looks like Laxor down there. Let's give him another buzz. I'm not sure who else it might still be in the server. I haven't really looked. And I could, because the server's behind me, but it's a bit of a process. I'm kind of locked into my my unit at the moment. I've got rudder pedals, and when you push rudder pedals, it makes your computer chair want to slide away. So I've made a little bracket that locks the computer chair by one of its wheels to the rudder pedals, and that makes it nice and firm. It's really solid and it's good, but it means also that I can't just easily slide around because I'm a bit captive.
Erukan. Oh, you know what I did, Bill? I ordered locking wheels that replaced my desk chair. Found them on Amazon.
Yeah, I've heard that mentioned before, locking wheels. I mean, I probably wouldn't need all locking wheels. If I had even, say, 2 or 3 locking wheels, that would probably do it. I mean, in fairness, the bracket that I made also does it. It's just a bit of a nuisance to put it in, but I've only got to put it in once and then take it out again at the end of a night's flying. So it works okay.
Erukan. Arctech office chair casters with brake heavy duty 2.5 universal fit locking casters.
Okay, maybe I'll look at those, but to say, to be honest, what I've got does the job. It's all right, it does the job. At only the cost of a little bit of elbow grease and a few bits of wood that I had laying around, really, that fix my pedals to my chair, or fix my chair to my pedals. Actually, on my YouTube channel, there's somewhere there's a YouTube a video of the little mechanism, or the little framework that I made that fixes to my pedals. Hello, who's that? That's got to be an A20.
Erukan. Better than what I did before. I put some screws through the wheels so they didn't move.
Are we Are we getting some rubber banding, I think? Oh, we crashed. Okay. Screws through the wheels. Sorry. Well, if it works, Erica.
Erukan. I have very limited space, so I have to do what I can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not terribly limited, but I wouldn't want to have one of those like sit-in type cockpits that people build. I wouldn't have room for that. This is where I'm sitting. It's not just my pilot seat, it's also my general computer area. If you get the Spitfire, just listen to this sound from Echo 19. I think it's brilliant. And when you come in, the volume goes up as you get near to the runway, because you get reflected sound from the runway, and I don't think DCS accounts for that. But the Echo 19 sound does. I think it only really works like that when you've got your gear down and you're about to land.
Years ago I built on with PVC. It turned out great. I had a number of takers when I needed to find a home for it.
Oh, you had an actual like built cockpit. Wow. I think the other guys have gone now, and because it's 3:30 basically, I should do the same soon. But one of the things I hate is leaving when there's still people watching.
Monitors and car seat.
Oh, right, racing as well. See, I only ever fly. If it's not a flying thing, I'm not doing it. I used to fly in War Thunder, but that is very much more a game, and this is a flight sim.
Thinking only one left.
Yeah, I think you probably. I think I'm terrible with names. Urkel. Is it Urkel? I can't remember the other one's name. And I can't scroll that because I'll lose focus on the game. But yeah, I think it's possibly just yourself. So.
No worries.
So it would be really great to see you guys in this server if we can make it, playing in this mission. It's good fun. It's not too serious. If you want serious stuff, I'm sure there are servers that will deal with that for you. But this has got plenty of targets, and just to reiterate, when you hit an enemy unit, it leaves behind a container which can be collected and brought back here to be processed as ammo or fuel.
Evo's 1234. Well, I will try to get a hot
Ebos, yeah, I'm sorry chaps, once your name goes off screen, I'm terrible, I can't remember it. Yeah, try to get that HOTAS Evo. Is it? Hang on. Can I just ask the question in case I remember it? Is it? I've been saying Ebos, but as the Français, would it be Ebos or is it like in English? It'll be ERB. Is it Erbos or Ebos?
Don't worry, I'm getting sleepy as well.
Yeah, I bet you are. You must be.
Evo's 1234. Honestly, you can pronounce it either way. I don't really care about it.
C'est bon, merci. Actually, I quite enjoyed, when we went to France, I quite enjoyed just practicing my French, which I haven't used for a long time now. But as I said, we used to have three-way conversations, but I just got a kick out of speaking French and being understood, even if I couldn't understand what they replied with, because they spoke quickly and with an assumption that my understanding was far better than it actually was. And also, once again, you guys, if you do decide to do this and get a Spitfire, definitely check out the Echo 19 Spitfire.
Throttle and rudder for fixed wing isn't too bad on keyboard. I had a Logitech cheap stick and keyboard when I started back in IL-2.
Yeah, see, I mean, for me, if it was like keyboard, I wouldn't be doing it now. I need the stuff that I have. I actually need. Otherwise, I'd be a totally useless pilot. I mean, I'm not that good now, but I'll be totally useless if I didn't have these things, such as my rudder pedals, my track IR, and even voice attack. Because voice attack means that I don't have to reach forward for keyboards and things like that. I don't know if you use voice attack, but it's well worth looking at. It's, once again, it's free. I bought the full version, but it's free, and I find it works best when it's not on push to listen. I'm currently using it just on voice recognition rather than push to listen, and for me it works best like that. And it means I don't have to touch the keyboard almost ever. And just before you, in case you're thinking of going right now, just to let you know, we will be flying again tomorrow night. We normally get on, it used to be a UK time about 22:30, but it's nowadays it's more like 23:30. So we get on much later, and we try to finish at 2:30. Failed miserably on that one, didn't I, today? It's at least an hour beyond that time. So because I don't know what we used to get on, sometimes we'd start at 10 o'clock and still be here at 4 o'clock in the morning, which it starts to rule your life too much. But, so we tried to stop at 2:30, but so failed on that one tonight. Never mind. I'll do a 180 turn again, using the like invert. Okay, I'm going to do a go towards the west, make a landing approach from the west, and I'll actually land, hopefully. I'll land. And at that point, that's where I'll probably fold for the evening. Appreciate you guys being there, and it's been a good chat. We've had a good bit of communication there. It's been really quite nice. But thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Echoes 1234. Yeah, it was great.
Prop pitch fully forward, fully fine. Canopy open, correct. I can safely put my gear down now. Which I'm feeling, as I say, because I've got this like this sim shaker seat. I'm feeling the gear go down. And I'll feel the flaps come down, because I'm going to put down now. I'm feeling a buzz as the flaps come down. Like I said, if you get the spit, remember, she's a lady in the air, but she's a bitch on the ground. She's horrible for controlling on the ground. You have not landed in a spit just because your wheels touch. You haven't landed in a spit until you've stopped moving. I'll move off to one side, which is what I normally do, so that if anyone else comes in, they've got a clear runway. And I'll move off to one side just to get either get rearmed and or repaired. I'm not going to do that now, I'm just going to move out of the way. just good practice, really. That'll do. On the Spitfire, look at those flaps. They're more like air brakes. I'll put them up. And I'll jump in and cut the engine. So I recommend the Echo 19 engine sound, certainly for the Spitfire. Look at that. I mean, that almost chokes me up to see that aircraft. It's so gorgeous. I just love it. In fact, I was at an air show years ago, decades ago, and the Spitfire came hacking along the runway, and he sort of then got to the middle of the runway, pulled on back on the stick and went sort of vertical. And you know what? The hairs on the back of my neck stood up, and I was sort of kind of thinking, well, if there is such a thing as reincarnation, to put it in the English vernacular, I must have died in one of those kites, because it just felt like I'd been there. You know, it really was odd. Really was odd. Just perhaps that's my special feeling for the Spitfire. Love it. Okay, chaps. So I'm thinking that I'll fold now and close the stream. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, but mainly, I really hope that you'll perhaps join us in this mission at some point.
Erukal. Catch you later.
Sure thing, Ericol. Take care. TTFN.
Ebos 1234. Yeah, will do, sire, and take care.
Okay, closing the stream now. Thanks for being there. TTFN. TTFN, in case you don't know, means very English. Ta-ta for now.